everyone, welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me today. This is going to be a reading for the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, and Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising, for the lunar eclipse coming up on May the 26th, 2021. So let's see, what messages are we going to get for air signs in this very deep transformative time. May has been a very transformative month as it is, but the lunar eclipse will be bringing about very deep transformations for all the zodiac signs, for all of us. So let's see what in particular for the air signs, what is going on for the air signs for this lunar eclipse happening May the 26th, 2021. Thank you. Okay, Seven of Pentacles upright. So that suggests a time where the air signs are asking themselves, should I stay or should I go? And we see the Page of Rods in reverse, which suggests that they're feeling sort of a stirring passion that's being challenged. And it's causing them to say, oh, wow, what do I go for? Do I stay or do I go? Do I stay on the path I'm on or do I go towards this new unknown sort of path? Let's see. What is the challenge? Oops. Card's falling on the floor. Sorry, 1 sec. So what are the challenges that the air signs are facing in this should I stay or should I go situation? Their ultimate wish. Wow. So your biggest wish is your challenge right now. Air sign, you're really hoping for something and it's holding back. It's like you need more information. Yeah, it's like you have this really big desire, this big emotional wish, and that is holding back this feeling of, well, what do I do? I have all these feelings, I have these wishes, I have this desire that I want to do something about, but it's like something is holding you back, and it's like something that is your greatest wish. It's interesting that your wish is an obstacle right now. Your wish is creating an obstacle. So what is at top of mind for the air signs if their wish is creating an obstacle? Identity. So you are starting scratch. You are starting from scratch, air signs. Your identity has shifted. Oh boy. So if your identity has shifted and your biggest wish is posing an obstacle, that tells me that you've changed. You've changed, and now there's something that you want, but you don't know. You don't know if there's anything you can do to get that. Interesting. So what is at the bottom line here? What's the bottom line here? The bottom line is the Queen of Swords in reverse. So the bottom line says that you're not sure. Okay, that makes more sense. So you're not sure anymore about whether or not to move forward where you are or to change gears completely, because you have had a very big shift in your identity and you're now starting to wish for something that's no longer present. You're wishing for something that it's like if you go for it, it's going to be a brand new start. And you're not sure if you should do that or not. You're questioning yourself. You're questioning your ideals. You're questioning your constancy in terms of sustainable vision. Okay? You're wondering, is this thing that I want, that's my biggest wish, is it worth going for now? Oh boy. Air sign. Okay, what is the recent past, or the past anyway? Oh, so there was something that you didn't face. There was something in the past that you did not get up from. You didn't heal something. You didn't face it. Your biggest fear got you, and you're still in pain from it. You didn't heal from something that happened in the past, and it's almost like you want to revisit it, air sign. Yeah, it's like you want to revisit some stuff that happened in the past because you're beginning to wonder if maybe it was your biggest wish. Interesting. Okay, can we get, I'm just going to get another deck of tarot cards because I want to clarify that 10 of Swords to find out what happened there. Sorry, cards are going everywhere. There we go. Okay. So I just grabbed another deck. I want to clarify that 10 of Swords, please. What happened to my air signs in the past? Why is that 10 of Swords in reverse? Did they not deal with the truth of that situation? Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, so we see the 8 of Pentacles and Justice in reverse, which suggests that the truth of the matter was not just. So something in the past. Dare I say, air sign, you did something in the past that wasn't fair? Or someone did something to you in the past that wasn't fair. It's just that the 8 of Pentacles really suggests a time where you're having to look at your own actions. Okay, so you're looking at your own actions. You realize you acted in a way that was not just. And yes, you got hurt, but someone else got hurt too. Yeah, you hurt someone because of this Justice card. And the 8 of Pentacles says that you're thinking about the true intention behind your actions. The true intention behind your actions is challenged. Something happened and maybe you have regret. Justice in reverse. But it still hurt you, air sign. You still got hurt by this. And you do need to heal from it. You need to go away and heal from this. Now, these are all cards in the past. So can I just I'm going to shuffle and cut the deck because I just want one card to tell me. Ooh, cards want to fly everywhere. What is the status of the healing that air sign has done? I'm just going to cut the deck for this card because I want one. The status of the healing is 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords is a time where you're almost trying to decide if you should be false or cautious, or should you just be truthful and face scrutiny for your actions. So it's like you want to try and get away with what you did, or you're going to face up to it. This is a time of either being authentic with the truth or just sort of sneaking off, right? Interesting. And then we see the 2 of Pentacles, which is loopy. This card always makes me think, in the context of what I'm seeing here, that this is a karmic situation that could keep repeating itself. And you might want it to keep repeating itself. You just might. It's like you're healed enough from it to know that you had a role to play in this. And now you're trying to decide, what do I do about this? Should I talk about it? Should I maybe approach the person? Is this about a relationship? I'm just going to cut the deck for that. Is this a relationship? Yeah, I'd say so. Moon in reverse followed by Star and the King of Cups. And Magician in reverse, and then the Devil. So you could be in a you could have been in a relationship with a Capricorn, and it did not work out. You weren't connecting to this person. They really wanted you to connect with them, but you weren't able to. You felt like you needed to hide something from this person. You didn't show them exactly everything about yourself. Star cards, Aquarius energy. King of Cups is also. Is that Aquarius? King of Cups, King of Cups. No, sorry. King of Cups is Scorpio. That's Scorpio. I was thinking King of Swords. But Aquarius is definitely star cards. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or you could be the Aquarius, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio. Regardless of who is what and you are what, sign-wise, the tale of this story in the past is one where you weren't necessarily just, and now you're healing from it, and you haven't healed all the way. You have not healed. You haven't learned all the lessons yet of this situation, but you have examined at least what your role was in the situation, which is good. That is a good start, right? Okay, so what are the future influences? Now, don't force this. If this is not resonating for you, this, take what does and leave the rest. Because we don't want to make anyone feel like they were unjust to someone. If this doesn't resonate for you, it might not be your reading. Okay, so what are the future influences for the air signs in the situation where in the past maybe they weren't terribly just? Okay, so we see in the past your sense of confidence will come from a different source. You will no longer look to the material world to see that you are successful. So this is very interesting. I think whatever happens for you in this timeline where you're worried about whether or not you can have this wish back or not, potentially from the past, it looks like your future influences are going to be ones where you can expect to develop and manifest a new idea. So I think you're going to move on. You're going to see that the future you thought was so good with that, maybe that person or that experience or that timeline, that wish, it's not actually the vision of your future that you want. And so you're going to be very changed, confident. You might pursue a situation with a Leo. We see the Strength card in the future. But I think you're going to take your own path forward, air sign. Yeah, whatever this situation was, whether or not you were the person that wasn't just, or whether or not you're just looking at your efforts in the situation and realizing that, maybe they could have been different. Don't be too hard on yourself, because that's not the point of looking at these experiences critically. But these two cards definitely indicate to me that you might be worrying about something you did in the past, okay? And something that ended not so great. Like you didn't have a favorable outcome either. So something that didn't go right in the past, potentially with a Capricorn, because we see the Devil card in reverse here, which suggests that, something was not revealed. The whole situation was unknown even to you potentially, or you were keeping secrets. There could have been a time in the past where you were keeping a secret about something and now it's sort of coming to light for you. I think the other person has moved on, but for you it's coming to light. Now you're wondering, can I still have that? Is that still possible? You might see the value in something from the past, but you might see it now. Yeah, okay. But you know what? I think whatever happens, it's going to resolve itself. This lunar eclipse could bring about a transformation for you, air sign, that's going to resolve this situation because your future looks quite fiery. So we see a time where you're going to develop, you're going to manifest a new idea, you're going to lead something that you find right now sits maybe in your imagination, okay? But you're actually going to lead it forward. And it's going to be very confident efforts from you where you know that the material world isn't where everything, like, it's almost like the grass is green where you water it. That's going to be the lesson for you in the future, air sign. Okay, so what's the inner dialogue right now for air sign? Don't forget you have that Ace of Pentacles. You know you're forming a new identity here. So this 10 of Pentacles upside down is no big surprise to you. So in your mind right now, you're wondering about people's motives. Yeah, you're wondering about, who are my true friends? Who are my people? Where are the people I feel the best vibe with? Excuse me, I said that kind of fast. Where is the energy balanced? Where do I feel connected? Who are these people? That's what's on your mind. In your mind, you're feeling like maybe the people around you aren't your people. You might be starting to question the motives of the people around you, and you might be wondering if they can stay or not. You might have to cut some cords here. Very interesting. What is the outer manifestation? What is the external story? We got two cards here. The outer world sees you as needing to heal and to get ready for incoming. You could get an offer. There could be a proposal, some new romantic dimension of love and emotion. Could be a proposal, could be marriage, could be a baby, could be something new, but something actionable. Okay, it's not a page, it's a knight. So that means it's actually something that comes in the form of an offer. It's not just the vibe. It's not just this stirring up of feelings. It's actually something real coming in, and you're going to be in a situation where, again, you're going to need to heal from this, right? There's something still that the external world thinks you need to withdraw and reflect on more before this comes in. So it's almost like people are like, man, they're right at the cusp of getting exactly what they want, right? This wish card. It's almost like, I almost feel like the outer manifestation of you is that you're pursuing something and you're about to maybe make an offer or get an offer. The external world sees you as wanting to start something new after a period of healing, okay? So that's how the external world sees you, but you see yourself right now, you're wondering who to keep around and who to cut. So you very well are forming this Ace of Pentacles for yourself in a way that's like, I'm building myself from scratch. So what are the building blocks, right? Who are the people, and who's the significant relationship, and am I healed from this, right? So very interesting. Now, we're one card away from the final outcome. What is the worry and the thing that we're wishing for? The thing we're wishing for and the thing we're most worried about. You got 4 cards for that. So the thing you're most worried about, I would say, is how this is all going to come together. 3 of Pentacles is a coming together moment where it's like, you know, you had this idea stirring in your mind, and then you were able to sort of make the first steps at connecting the dots to sort of line it up. And then at the 3, it's like the first initial completion. It's like version 1. It's your first draft of a novel that you wrote. It's the, I don't know, it's that first thing, right? It's that first tangible thing along the path to this thing you're working on, but it's in reverse. So that suggests that in terms of what you're hoping for is that you're hoping that your hard work will see completion, but you're worried it won't. You're worried it won't. You know you need to go into an unfamiliar new direction, but you're feeling kind of like, well, it's an unfamiliar new direction, so it's uncomfortable. You are building a new identity, like we saw the Ace of Pentacles, okay? So another hope and fear for you is that the creation of this stable, solid, like really well identified and unique, worthy version of yourself that's new, that you're working on creating right now. Your biggest hope is that you'll be able to do it, but of course it's a big fear for you. What if you don't do it, right? Like what if, again, this 3 of Pentacles sort of sets the scene for all 3 of the cards that came after it, because this is the card of saying, I cannot do it. I can't. This is the card of your solar plex when it's blocked. Instead of saying I can, you're saying I can't. And so what we see here is that going into the unfamiliar, brand new solid identity, and the Magician, manifestation. So the things that you want and the things that you're worried about is that you don't have enough confidence or faith in yourself to believe that you can do these 3 cards, that you can manifest a brand new identity by going into the unfamiliar. Okay? Manifest new identity by going into the unfamiliar, the unknown unfamiliar, based on intuition here. So that is what you're most freaked out about. Fair enough. Fair enough, because it doesn't look like you're going to be able to go back into the past. I think whatever this is, it's done. You need to let this go and just heal from it. But don't try and go backwards. I don't think that person wants to hear from you. That situation looks like it's over. So it's time to just walk away, just or not. Forgive yourself, air sign, and move on. Okay? Forgive yourself and move on. What is the final outcome for air sign here? Final outcome for air sign. Ooh, 3 cards. Thank you. Okay. Final outcome is that you are on the path of self-discovery, but it's challenging. So we need to accept. We need more acceptance all over the board here. We also need to come into accept that the formulation of this 3 of Pentacles changes as you go. You need to be okay with that. Adjustments need to be made. The overall aim doesn't change, but sometimes the path to get to it does, and you need to sort of be flexible. These 2 cards together make me think be flexible and be, what's the word? Adaptable and flexible with the shape of things to come. And then we see the Empress in reverse, which says to me, I mean, when you see the Empress upright, it really says to me that feminine part of you that produces. So when I see it in reverse, it just says that, again, like there's going to be this challenge in you almost to let go and move forward. You need to let go, air sign. There's something about this situation that has got you really unable to just sort of like release yourself from it and shift. Maybe the lunar eclipse is really going to help you with that shift. I certainly hope so, because I feel like there's something very exciting that you're thinking about doing in the new world, but you're it's almost like you're wondering, okay, well, wait a minute, should I go, like, I have to, it's almost like you feel you have to fix that. You don't. Okay, so what? Maybe your actions weren't completely just. You know, you have to forgive yourself and go forward. You can't, what is hanging on to this going to do? Nothing. It's not going to change what happened, right? No amount of anything will change anything that happened in the past. You must forgive yourself, I feel. I have to say, forgive yourself, let go, and move forward. No place like home. There is no place like home. I love this card. Home is where you are. It's just you and you in this life, really. I mean, it's about you being comfortable in your own skin. So you don't need someone to forgive you, okay? Just because you behaved in a way in the past that may not seem fair now that you've had time to think about it with distance and maybe with removing the emotion, you need to be comfortable with yourself. So there's this beautiful expression in Arabic that doesn't have an English equivalent where it's like, you need to forgive yourself. You don't need forgiveness from someone else. You need to forgive yourself and realize that forgiving yourself doesn't mean you go back to the person and say you want to do it all over again. There's something that it looks like you want to develop for yourself. So it's like you need to forgive yourself and move forward. Forgive yourself and move forward, my air signs. Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. If this reading has resonated for you and you would like a personal reading, my email is in the description below. Okay, blessings to you. Lots of love and light to you on this lunar eclipse, May 26th. And sending you lots of good energy and hoping to see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. Okay, see you again.